Hey everybody, and welcome back to Hex Token channel and of course Superman Crypto. Good to see you both, whatever channel you're on, and a big welcome. Over 9,500 subscribers, heading towards over 10,000. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Hope you guys are having a good time out there. Let's get everything set up because we're going to have a fun show. And as you guys know, we are moving into cover a lot more NFT space. They're called PRC 721s on Pulsechain. Just like you get ERC 721s on Ethereum with some pretty big names over there doing some pretty good turnover. It's going to be a lot of fun. We've got the chance of getting on early on some of the good ones. You know, not all NFT collections are created equal, but we'll definitely be covering the ones that I like in particular that I think are probably going to do quite well over the long term. And the cool thing about Pulsechain is that a lot of these teams are adding DeFi tokenomics to their NFT collections and marketplaces as well. So it's really exciting to see where they can go, because we can launch with all the greatest stuff that we know of, right? In crypto, you can build an ecosystem around NFTs that has everything, Web3, whatever else you want to think of, it can do it. So really is NFT collections on Pulsechain can be really supercharged with the DeFi tokenomics, and of course also keeping themselves to PRC 20s as well. So we can have all sorts of tokenomics on there. It's really exciting to see. And we covered earlier in the week, we covered a Pulse 8 Yacht Club, which looks incredible. You know, playing on the theme of Bored Ape Yacht Club, but customizing it, branding it with the Pulsechain, and actually making some differences with the NFTs, making them look quite pop out. They pop out, yeah. And of course, they're coming along with a lot of cool tokenomics and stuff like that. But today, our headline one is Richeez World. Richeez World, and of course that's themed around Richard Hart as well, and Doodles. So we're going to talk about all that. It's going to be cool. We're also going to touch base on another big one that I think is going to do well, which is Pulse Souls. We're going to briefly touch on that, but I am going to be doing a whole video on the current NFT space coming up either today or tomorrow. We'll be covering all the ones that are currently minting, ones that will be minting soon in this PRC 21 space. The cool thing about it, of course, it brings a whole ton of new people to Pulsechain, whole bigger community, expands the community, which is really exciting. And of course, NFTs is a big part of the market, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Let's see who's in the house, though, before we get into all that. Let's see who's jumped into the chat. And of course, I was away yesterday. It's unusual for me to be away, but I had to take the time off there. And yeah, back today. Back. We've got Lights Beneath in the house there with the ultimate strategy, Hex, EHEX, PLS, and PLSX for the win. And of course, don't forget the incentive token. Very good. And of course, yeah, I'm doing much better today. Thanks, Lies Beneath. We've got Francis as well. Good to see you, Francis. Welcome to the chat. Hello. Let me just check the old Superman Crypto as well. We got Wookie and Archipelago over in Superman Crypto land. So it's kind of cool. Hello all from Archipelago. Wookie is in recovery mode. Nice one there, Wookie. Very well said. Who else is in here? We've got let me see here. We've got Archipelago coming in with the coast stuff. We're going to talk about that later. So I'm going to jump past all that stuff. We've got UFO in the house as well. Good to see you. UFO landed. A nice one, the UFO. Good to see you. Who else is in the Hexon Choice? What's up, Hexkins? What's up? Good to see you, Hexon Choice. We've got DJ Paulie Wood in the house. What's up? Still in Chicago on the Pulsechain tour, of course, which is live there with SJ Wild. So good to see DJ Paulie Wood in the house representing. And yeah, I must pull up some posts. But you've been posting pictures. I must pull up some of your pictures because you always post some really good stuff on your Twitter account, or now called X, isn't it? It's called X. Twitter is dead. X is alive. And of course, X plays on Hex and Pulsex and everything else. So it's we've got the right branding theme there. Hex on Choice in the house. Good to see you, Hex on Choice. UFO to go as well. Welcome. Christian as well. Yes, sir. Let's go. I'm ready. Nice to see you, Christian. And Humberto as well from Miami. Yo. Cheers, Superman and family from sunny Miami. Cheers to you, Humberto. Always a pleasure. And we've got Jenna in as well. Looking forward to the coast launching. Yeah, we're going to be talking about that when we get up to the second half of the show. So we're going to kick off with NFT collections, and then we're going to jump into our normal price charts and markets, and then we're going to have a look at all the project updates that are out today. So we're going to check out all of those. We've got some Coast, we've got Liquid Loans, we've got Fiat, we've got TYRH. So it's going to be a lot of fun talking about those. Who else is here? We've got Pulse Bezos. Hey, my friend. Good to see you, Pulse Bezos. Welcome. Very, very cool. And yes, I think there's a Nashville meetup sometime soon. So we'll talk about that maybe in the Discord. Very cool. All right, let's get into it, folks. We're kicking off with the old Richeez world. And of course, this is going to be based around like doodles and stuff like that. You can see a picture of one of them. And of course, taking doodles, but adding the Pulsechain flavor with Richard Hart as well. So it's kind of cool. So let's get into that. Here we are on Beatbot.market, one of the first markets up is running. And of course, we've been on here before, but we're going to come down to doodles. Now, this is the forked doodles from Ethereum, forked over to Pulsechain. You can see some of the artwork that is there. And of course, this is going to be customized and built upon for the Richeez world. So just gives you an idea of, this is one of the top NFT collections on Ethereum. And of course, having our own customized version for Pulsechain based on Richeez world with the Richard Hart theme and Pulsechain, etc., is going to be a lot of fun. But we're looking at quite a few things here. We're going to have the update here from the team, which just came out earlier today. It's got hi Richeez. It's official. The marketplace is done. So we're going to have a marketplace, right? The final testing and optimizations are optimizations are all that are left. So just doing some final updates there. We'll be launching on the 31st of July. So this is giving you a bit of a heads up that this collection will be launching 31st of July. Given that it's one of the most popular on Ethereum, just like the Pulse Ape swaps, Pulse Ape ones, this one should do really well also. And I do like the artwork as well. Exact timing to be revealed. Very, very cool. Now, they're going to have some tokenomics. They're going to have marketplace, the NFT collection. Really is going to be cool. We're going to get the best of both worlds with the sort of a DeFi NFT space thing happening, which I think is such a good distinguishing feature on Pulsechain launches for these NFT collections. I think that's a really good combination, and it's going to stand out a lot. So let's go and change the Pulsechain NFT space. Very, very cool. And remember, this is very early. We're very early on Pulsechain. What is it, day 72 or something like that? Yeah, so this is really, really great to get on the ground running with some of the top ones here. Now, the cool thing about Richeez Worlds too, they have a pretty good following. In fact, they've got the biggest following out of the NFT collection marketplaces so far. They've got 3,272 followers here on the old Richeez World. And I do believe they are, being run there by J Labs there. So that's kind of cool. Welcome to Richeez World, the first doodle NFTs on Pulsechain. So that's kind of cool. And I just showed you some of the NFT collections. These are the forked ones from Ethereum. So it'll be held by the people over on Ethereum. But you can see that it doesn't matter. You're going to get a chance to get onto the Pulsechain version. And it looks pretty dope. I think it looks pretty dope. You can see the old headline up the top here too. Look at that. That looks pretty cool. I used that for the thumbnail. So Richeez Worlds, this looks really, really good. I love it. Love it. Lots of color, lots of brightness. And yeah, cool. So there's going to be lots of different features to this. And I get excited because I think it's going to be really, really one of the good ones. And those are the ones you want. You want to get into the ones that you think are probably going to do pretty well over the long term. And have got cool tokenomics as well, marketplaces, NFT collection, all that good stuff. And more is going to come out on the 31st. So we'll hear about that then. Now, obviously, we've got these two markets running up at the moment. We've got Beatbox Market, and we've also got Hex Toys. They've got their exploration market up at the moment. But we are expecting probably another 6 at least marketplaces coming out. And one of those is going to be Mintra, and we're going to talk about that in a second. So we've got some news around that. But before we get to that, though, we're going to quickly talk about Pulse Souls, which has got a whitelist announcement at the moment. We've got 50 whitelist spots for the community. First come, first served. To be eligible, you have to do the following. You have to like and retweet, tag 2 friends, and join Telegram and send a wallet address. So you have to do that. Now, you have to do that before the 21st of July. So it's about to close 1 p.m. So you're going to get in there early. That is coming up pretty soon. And, of course, what you want to do is there's only 25 left. So 25 have gone, 25 left. This is a new project, relatively speaking. They've got 110 followers on it. I do believe there's some association between Pulse Souls, or at least some collaboration between Pulse Souls and Richeez World out there as well. So definitely is something you can check out. And I'm going to post the Twitter to Richeez World if you want to check that out in more details. That is coming up on the 31st. So I'm going to post that. There we go. That is Richeez World. Looking good. You can check that out. The other one, of course, is Pulse Souls. I'm going to post that too. If you want to get onto the whitelist, that means I believe you get it cheaper if you get through the whitelist. So just remember that when it does come to mint, you'll get it cheaper. and that is the whitelist there for Pulse Souls, which I think the artwork is tremendous. It's a very different type of artwork, but it's kind of legendary, mythological. I kind of like that. If you're into that sort of stuff, I am, and then you can check that out too. Looking pretty cool. Some of the artwork's spectacular. You just have to scroll down and you can see some really, really cool stuff there. Now, the kicker with the Pulse Souls, there's only going to be 1,000. You know, so these bigger collections like Pulse Apes and Richeez World, they're up around the, you know, and the bigger numbers up around the 5,555 mark, those sort of things. But for Pulse Souls, there's only going to be 1,000 of these. So very, very different. And of course, you can go to the website there as well. You can click pulsesouls.com, and you can check out the actual some of the artwork that's there. So it's launching in 1 day and 17 hours. So just remember that. So Pulse Souls launching in 1 day and 17 hours to go. So the launch is counting down for that pretty soon. There's only 1,000 left as well. I'm going to put this in a special NFT video, so I'll be covering this separately as well. Definitely one of my favorite pieces here. You can see the artwork spectacular. Let's just zoom in on some of this artwork as well. And you can see it's looking really, really cool. So I really like what's happening here. There's different categories of artwork. So they're not just random. They do fit into like different types of species and things like that. But you can see it's going to be pretty cool. And looking forward to what they've got in store here. They've got a roadmap, of course, minting phase, progress phase there. With a marketplace and of course staking and token phase. Now the cool thing about these launches is that they're all going to be early for the NFT marketplaces that come out. Thinking of obviously the two we've just talked about, but also Mintra, How to Pulse, Power Cities, Pixel Park. All these will be popular ones on those markets. So there's going to be more eyes that get to see these early big popular NFT collections. So I think it's going to be pretty cool, and a lot of them will have different tokenomics and things like that attached to them. So very, very bullish. And typically, you want to pick off, you know, maybe the top 5 to 10, particularly the top 5 will probably be sustainable and do well over a long period of time. So you do have to be very selective of what you're looking at. But definitely, we're going to have, you know, probably at least 5 or 10 NFT collections that will probably be quite sustainable over a long period of time. We'll see how that goes, but that is pretty optimistic. All right, so looking good there. 1 hour, 1 day and 17 hours to go for that. But like I say, you can get into the whitelist and get a better deal. So like and retweet, tag 2 friends, and join Telegram, send a wallet address, and of course you're going to get the early access. I think there's 25 left out of the 50 left here. We had a comment here earlier. I think it was from the Richeez World. 25 spots left. Hurry to secure yours now. Only a few hours left, so definitely try and grab that if you can. That is from the whitelist. All right, so that brings us on into Mintra. Mintra at the moment, NFT marketplace coming in, as you guys know. I think from the layout and all the details, this really is my favorite so far, although I think there's some very close seconds in terms of marketplaces. So far, this is looking pretty hot. And of course, you know who runs this, right? Gerardo used to be one of the biggest influencers in the space. Hasn't really streamed for a long time. Been doing his own thing. Obviously developing the Mintra as well. But I really love the layout on here. Very, very cool. And of course, you've got staking and burning and creating NFT collections. So I think we will have a couple of NFT marketplaces that are really top quality looking. And I definitely think this is one of them. So it's going to be a lot of cool stuff here. You got legacy collections, of course, from Ethereum, including all your favorites there, Doodles and Other Deed and Bored Ape Kernel Club, Bored Ape Yacht Club, of course. And then you've got your DeFi NFT collections and, of course, your community collections, which is what we've been talking about on this channel. So there's already quite a few out there, Pulse Ape Yacht Club and things like that. So this is on testnet at the moment, but it's about to launch very soon. And here's the kicker. Here's the big news that Gerardo put out on his Twitter today. He's pretty quiet for a long time, but he goes, should I start streaming again? So we'll click yes on that. Looks like we've got 80% say yes, but funny enough, 20% say no. But I just think, you know, that's where you ask a question like that, people are just going to do that. So 1,520 views on that. So it'd be pretty cool to see Gerardo back on there with his streaming. Now he used to do a lot of TA stuff. That's how he got pretty big on stuff, and he started going into data provision, providing data websites, which were really insightful. And now obviously gone into Mintra NFT. So he used to be, you know, probably top 5. So it's going to be good to see him get up and streaming if he so does there. Obviously, to promote Mintra is probably going to be one of the main things to do there, right? Intra NFT market. So looking pretty good. So yeah, very, very cool at the moment. We are in the sweet spot here. As I say, we are on a sweet spot at the moment with these NFT collections, right? We are in the sweet spot. We get to get in early. We get to get some of the best ones. We get to participate in the early tokenomics. It really is exciting. And of course, you want to be choosy, right? You want to be choosy. You want to be picky. You want to pick the ones that win. You don't want to go on every single NFT thing that if you don't like something, you don't necessarily have to go on it, that sort of thing. But I think there will be a couple that will do pretty well over the long term. And it's great to be early on something, right? So that's some of the cool things about Pulsechain being so early at the moment. So that is really my brief NFT coverage today. Richeez World there launching on the 31st of July. And of course, we've got Pulse Souls there as well, launching what's the 27th, I think it is. So they're both coming up. They're two of the three best ones that I've seen so far, in my view. I think there's a couple others following quickly after that. But definitely, I love Pulsate Yacht Club. And of course, Richeez World's looking really cool, and Pulse Souls as well. So 3 of my 5 top favorites there so far. So are looking really, really good. So you can check those out. Did I post everything? I don't think I did. All right. That's going to lead us into the next section, which is our market prices. We're going to get into that. Let's see who else has jumped in the chat, though, before we move on to section number 2. I got 3 sections. 3 seconds. We're going to do it like that. It's pretty easy to follow then. I will be doing a specialized video on NFTs covering all the NFTs that I'm aware of. So if you want to let me know about any NFTs, let me know in Discord or on Twitter there. You can let me know as well. I will be doing a full video, hopefully, covering that at some stage soon, very soon, hopefully. Let me just jump through some of these at the top. As far as I know, I'm the only influencer in the Pulsechain Hex space covering NFTs in a big way, if at all. So let us get on there, folks. I do think it's under coverage there. So I think hopefully others start to cover more in the space as well. I'm sure with Gerardo coming, and that's a positive sign, right, with the NFT space there. And of course, Hex Toys has also been out there pretty supportive of the NFT community straight out of the gate. So Hex Toys has been doing a great job in that space, and so is Beat Market there. Who else has jumped in here? Let me just catch up here. Got up to there already. Pulse Fusion says, morning Superman, bring on the alpha as always, the best show. I appreciate that, Pulse Fusion. Yeah, we are documenting Pulsechain's experience. So if you're going to document Pulsechain's growth every day, because we live stream every day, you need to cover all the different markets on the old Pulsechain. You need to help support those. So it really is a lot of fun. Tintop's in the house there. What's up, Hexkins? Good to see you, Tintop. What else there? We've got a lot of cool people in the house. Go Pulse Hex Win. Good to see you. Back, Hex Token. Yeah, back again. One day off. It's the first day off I had in a very long time. And the last time I had a day off, it was for the same reason. I don't want to say, but it's just the way it goes. That's the way it goes. All right, let's jump into this. We got Brian in the house as well. Big shout out to Brian, one of our 2 community leaders. Charity Dunning in the house. Good to see you, Charity. And Chris Palmer as well. Superman is my sanity at the end of each day. Hey, nice one, Chris. Yeah. It is fun live streaming the growth of Pulsechain, and I hope you guys enjoy it. We try to cover everything that's happening every day, all the latest news. Hopefully we get 95% of it at least, hopefully. Bob Ross says, funny thing with the Doodles NFT, I just saw a tweet about a rapper that paid $600,000 for a Doodle NFT that's worth $12,000 now. No, thank you, says Bob there. Well, I don't know if you're going to be paying $12,000 for the Richeez World NFT. I think you're going to be pretty safe on that, Bob. All right, Hex Token House said, no, Sandy, it seems safe here today. Yeah. That's hilarious. Well, if you look at the pulsates were $10. The $10 were to get a pulsate. So I don't know if it's up in the $12,000 mark, but you never know. It might be worth $12,000 in the future. You just never know your luck. So, beggars can't be choosers, they say. Hexavator in the house there. Good to see you, Hexavator. Who else has jumped in here? Yeah, we've got two live streams. So, Superman Crypto as well is going. I see that's where Hexavator is in Superman Crypto channel. Nice to see you there. And we've got DHex in there as well. Wookie's in the house is on Superman Crypto. Good to see all of you. Hope you're having a good time on that channel. So I've got 2 channels. Hex Token, of course, covers Pulsechain and Hex. and projects that are on the Pulsechain. The Superman Crypto covers general crypto and a lot of DGM projects. So there's something for everybody. So if you want to join Superman Crypto for the general crypto and DGM projects, you can jump over there for that. All right. Who else has jumped in here? We're going to get into PSI on the THRY. We're going to get into that. So that's coming up. Who else has jumped in here? Detached Soul. Y'all could see Detached Soul. And D-Hex says, woo, Hexskins, Pulseskins. Nice. Nice on that one. DGN on the doodles, says Brennan. DGN on doodles. Yeah, you got to have a few. You've got to have a little bit of DGN in your portfolio. All right, so let's get into it, folks. We've got the stock market at the moment. Let me just close out a lot of these ones here. I'm going to close out of those and get us into the stock market. So stock market today, it rallied again. And of course, this is really exciting, but not so exciting when the crypto market's not rallying as well. And that makes you a bit nervous. Dow rallies to keep win streak alive. Its energy powers ahead. And you can see that the Dow Jones, the S&P 500, and NASDAQ are all green today, and they're all up again and again. So we've got NASDAQ over 14,000, S&P over 4,500, and we've got the Dow Jones over 35,411, which is pretty spectacular. Looking at the Dow Jones, it's not far off another top there. Let's see if it runs out of steam here, or whether it's going to try and push up higher. That would be more positive for us if it does try to push up higher, as opposed to run out of steam, because that's not cool. So that's pretty cool. Now we've got the cool things ahead is that we've got the Federal Reserve coming up. That is very, very soon. And of course, we have got that priced in by the market. Market's priced in. Let's have a look at it. Fed rate monitor. Let's go have a look. So 1 day and 18 hours to go until the Federal Reserve comes out with its interest rate rise, and the market is already priced in a 99.6% chance of a 25 basis points rise there. So it's pretty much priced in 1 day and 18 hours to go. That's going to be at 2 p.m. Eastern time on the 26th of July. Federal interest rate decision that is coming up. So that is what we're looking at. Hopefully that is the terminal rate, the last interest rate rise. There's possibility of one more, but hopefully not. Only 18% of the market is pricing in another rate rise for September. Obviously, the higher it goes, the more absolute higher it is, the more pain it inflicts on the economy. And of course, the real economy, it has a lagging impact on the real economy. And of course, that is bad news. So, it really pulls back the numbers. I think we've got GDP coming out as well this week. So I think quarterly GDP is coming out also this week. So we will see. Fingers crossed, folks. Fingers crossed. Imagine, here's the bullish scenario. Particularly bullish is that the Fed comes out and says, nah, we're going to pause again. That could be quite bullish for the market. We'll see whether it doesn't do a rate rise. But at the moment, the market thinks so, and it's almost certainly priced in. And the market's been rallying up to this point. Let's hope there's not some really crazy sell-off after the news, which is, that can happen in the stock market too. So we'll see what happens here. At the moment, the stock market keeps pushing itself up and up and up and up. Anyway, moving to crypto. Crypto comes down. So crypto's doing the opposite. Stock market's pricing itself up. And of course, it has got the earnings season information coming out at the moment. But the crypto market, the crypto market is pulling back ahead of the interest rate rise. And here we are, got BTC 29,195. And the market just wouldn't let the big players wouldn't push the market up into our mini bull run that we were hoping to get. Maybe we'll get it after the federal interest rate rise. Maybe that is the time. We will see. Maybe we won't get a sell-off, and maybe we'll get a chance to, the market will go, oh, well, we've got some certainty now. Pretty sure this is where the Fed's going, and we can start pricing up crypto assets. Hopefully we'll get that kind of tune instead. So that's kind of the play there at the moment. And there has been a bit of crypto news in the market as well, but we're going to jump through that because there's lots of scams around on Twitter at the moment. I think it's around the AI coin world and stuff like that. So that's definitely out there at the moment. But in the moment, BTC at 29,196 has fallen down from 30K. Ethereum at 1851, BNB at 239. Those are pretty much it. I think Dogecoin there had a little bit of a decent day. It's up 3% on Dogecoin, 7.4 cents. That is pretty much it on the leaders. That brings us into Richard Hart's updates. We've got Richard Hart's updates, and of course, I have a secret. He says you can pay $1,850 for Ethereum, or you can pay quadruple 978, so just a fraction of a penny for Pulsechain. It's basically the exact same code, but with 25% more burning and 70% faster blocks. And so Richard tweeted out. That's the first tweet we've had from Richard for a little while. That's been around the Pulsechain itself. Obviously, he posts about other topics, but that is the latest and greatest. There's got 35,000 views on that one. There's the old Richard. So that is pretty much it. Moving on to the Pulsechain results. We've got the Pulse prices still pulling back as well. At quadruple 0964, down 4.7%. It is now 4% below the sacrifice price. So we were very lucky. I thought it had been holding above the sacrifice price for days after days, even though it was pulling down a bit. But we have broken through the sacrifice price level there at the moment. You can see the buy and burn's not updating. I don't know why that's not updating. The dev needs to get onto that, but who knows who that is. Someone told me the name, but I can't remember. So that is Pulsechain at the moment. Let's go to the Pulsechain chart. This is the Pulsechain chart here at the moment. So you can see we've broken down through our important support line, which was this upward yellow line here. So we're broken down through that. So our next support line here is somewhere around 9,200. So we're at 9,645. So this is our next horizontal support. We've lost our angled support there, and it's broken down through that. So that's just the way it goes. So just unfortunate, but we're going to delete that now because that's where we are at the moment on this chart. All right, we've got PulseX at the moment, quadruple 0295. And of course, that's down 5.23%. So it's down more than Pulse. So that means that Pulse is getting stronger versus PulseX. One Pulse at the moment, we get 3.27 PulseX at the moment. So that's pretty strong on the Pulse side, right? Pulse is pretty strong versus PulseX, 3.275 PulseX for one Pulse. Now, obviously, the price of PulseX at the moment is 29.5% of the average price of the SAC price there. So really is huge discount for people coming in to get our PulseX there. Now, I talked about yesterday, I posted a video on the top 5 DeFi coming, and the top 5 DeFi coming coming over the next 30, 60 days, probably on the earlier side of that. Of course, we talked about Coast, Liquid Loans, Power City, PH Universe, and of course 9-inch DEX coming. And there are other protocols coming as well, but those are the big 5 that are out there at the moment. And of course, many of them bring over top TVL forks from Ethereum. And of course, the big theme is a leveraged lending, which is coming to Pulsechain, which is going to help push prices up. So we've got that as bullish for PulseX and Pulse. We've also got the single-side staking sitting out there that Richard talked about, and anything else that he's got on his game plan to roll out. So there is a lot of bullish things coming from PulseX, and we could see some strong price reversals, particularly after the Fed Reserve as well on Wednesday. So a lot of cool things lining up for the whole PulseX and Pulse. So we'll see whether we get the bottom very soon. We've got the burn at the moment. It says 258 billion. Not sure if this is even updating itself. It was updating pretty normally. 1.23% burn at the moment is the number there. That leads us on into PulseX chart. This is the PulseX chart looking pretty similar, coming back down to test the support line here at 2,700 or 2,800 here, currently at 2,950, so not far away from the support line there. We'll see how we get on. That leads us on into the incentive token. Incentive token net at the moment is $5.56, down 8.33%. So the biggest fall in terms of US dollar prices. The ratio is 57,738 Pulse per one incentive token. We now have 6.3 million incentive tokens in existence in the market. Now, what has Richard got in store for that? If Richard has something in store for that, there are a couple possibilities for the incentive token supply. Then that could be pretty bullish as well from the supply sync side. And of course, there's also the chance of whales as well and big buyers coming in too. A combination of those would do some pretty amazing things for the old incentive token, which is the last mile token, right? It is pretty critical. Both PulseX and incentive are pretty critical to the success of PulseX. So we'll be looking forward to that as well, including the DAO and, of course, the limit orders features are going to be added. It's going to be nice. All right, so that's the incentive. So we've got the trend there. So all these whales that pushed up here, that push up the price, that has all now been eroded. Now we're back down. We've tested this level right at the test support level of this horizontal line. And so 57,738. So the chances are, if we keep falling, and we're probably going to fall a bit more, is the case here on this chart, that, maybe we'll get down towards that 40 to 50 mark, which is what we saw before. However, we got stopped here because of some whales and, of course, news around single-side staking pools, things like that were pushing us back up. That leads us finally into Hex. And of course, Hex is down 5.24%. So it's down pretty similar to PulseX at the moment. And we've got price of Hex on Pulsechain is at 1.83 cents. And of course, 1 Hex will get you 190 Pulse at the moment. EHEX at the moment is at 009, which is actually holding up not too badly at the moment. But 1 PHEX will get you 2.02 EHEX at the moment. That's pretty much it. Combined price of EHEX and PHEX is 2.73 cents. So we were sitting over 3 cents. We're now under that, 2.73 as well. So that's kind of where we are on that. Let's quickly look at the charts there. This is Hex on Pulsechain. And of course, you can see we're getting closer and closer to the highest of stakes. How many days away? Not too far, I don't think. We're about 10 days away from the highest of stakes as well. We've certainly had no rally into this. So if we got no rally, if we don't get any rally into this, then maybe we'll get a rally out the other side. Let's see how we go on this one. Maybe it was going to take a bit of a U-turn here, a big nice U, and go like that. We've seen that shape before. Remember Hedron? This was like Hedron launch. Hedron was like that, right? So we might see Hedron do that as well. We'll see. Still a bit of time. 10 days is a long time in crypto, and post the Federal Reserve as well. So fingers crossed. That's pretty much on the EHEX. Did I have the PHEX there? That is the so that is PHEX. 10 days to go to the highest stakes. That is EHEX, and you can see we had a bit of a wick candle here. It got down as low as 84 hundredths of a penny. We're now at 87 hundredths of a penny at the moment on the old EHEX. This is on the Pulsechain, so this is bridged in stuff, EHEX from Pulsechain. Looking at the Hex on Ethereum itself, we can see that the price is a little bit stronger than the same asset on the Pulsechain, which is at 9/10 of a penny. So a little bit stronger here, but we have got a new candle. This is a brand new candle, this green one here. And yesterday we got down as low as 84 hundredths of a penny on the old candle there as well on the old Pulsechain. So that's pretty much it. Looking at combined price, the trend here of Hex and PHEX, you can see here using investdex.io, and we can see the combined price of these two is really got sold off here, but now it's bouncing up to the right as well. So I can see Wookie is spamming the chat there. That is what you get with certain moderators. They love to spam the chat. But that is the price there of the price there. Now looking at Hex, PHEX and EHEX, you can see that at the moment the trend there we got up as high as 2.7 EHEX for 1 PHEX. That got down as low as 1.93 EHEX for PHEX there, but we're back up to 2.07 there. Maybe Wookie needs a timeout on the old spamming there. All right, so that is pretty much it on that one. That's going to lead us into our third section of the day, which is Pulsechain DeFi projects. So we're going to talk about that in a minute. And I just realized that I was missing out on all the charts there. I forgot to put the charts up, so my bad. We can't see anything. Yeah. Why did I do that? I do not know. But we're going to quickly go through the charts at the moment. We've got Pulse there at quadruple 0965, down 4.7%. We've got PulseX at quadruple 0295. We've got incentive token there at $5.56, down 8%. And we've got Hex there at 1.83 cents or 2.73. So that is the price there. No wonder Wookie was doing all those spammings. All right, so we've got that is the Pulse chart there at the moment. Like I say, we've got this horizontal support there at quadruple 9234. PulseX there will probably come down and slam against this horizontal floor here at 2,700 on the price. And incentive here is likely to drift down further here, down towards the 55,000 or 53,000 mark is my guess there as well. And of course, highest of stakes there, that is coming up 10 days to go for the highest of stakes. And of course, the EHEX price there is at 0087. EHEX there on the Ethereum is at 9/10 of a penny. And of course, that is the chart there at the moment. Combined chart on the 15-minute time horizon for EHEX and PHEX combined. And that is on the investdex.io site there as well. At the moment, of course, you can get 2.07 EHEX for 1 PHEX there. That's pretty much it. So I just sped through all the charts that I just talked about without showing the screen. I do apologize for that. I don't know why I missed out on that one, but sometimes it happens. It happens sometimes. All right, let me see who else has jumped in here. Little Richie says, I will take over the NFT world if my owners will let me, says Little Richie. Good. Who else there? Pudding Guru as well. Hi all, good to see Pudding Guru. Christian says, what you said, DGN, I'm on my way. I think you talked about Superman Crypto, right? That's hilarious there. No screen. Sorry, guys. I did put that up there. Pulse Bezos says, like RH said, JPEGs and apes. Green Frog's not a fan of NFTs that are fake serial number losses. rug, so I'm sticking to my real crypto gold, etc. Fine, that's great. Yep. What else are we going to talk about there? Let's jump through some of those. Wookie signs of the times. You can thank Wookie that I did end up seeing this. That was no screen because of all his spamming that I saw popping up on the second screen there. So no timeout for Wookie. No timeout for Wookie. Maybe Wookie deserves a little trophy. That's pretty much it. All right, let's get into the next section. Fortunately, I got my screen up now. We've got the top PRC ERC20s at the moment. The best performer at the moment is Lido, funnily enough, and it's up 12%. So that's pretty much the only performer that's doing well on my charts. You can see the chart there had a big rise up and then a big sell-off. In the last 2 days, had a bit of a rise up here. At the moment, up 12% on old Lido. This is the Pulsechain copy, of course. And then that's pretty much it. Floki is up a little bit as well, but everything else is down. Everything else is down. Everything. Pepe, Link, Matic, Shib, Aave, Maker, it's all down on the old PRC20. So we're going to jump to that and wait for it to return to green. All right, so let's jump over to the memes. And of course, 9-inch was delayed apparently because of order issues, and so they had to fix up some of the code, I believe, to get that up to scratch. So meantime, Paul Pleb and Pulse Dodge have been pretty modest. They're pretty probably just coming off a little bit there on the old price. Not much happening there. Fluffy Slippers and other stuff like that is also down. So everything is down on the old meme coins, and including Ben from Bitboy. Moves us to Pulsechain projects, which is our final category. This is category number 4. We can see that Texan token is up 27%, so there must have been some news there. I have not picked up the news on that, but look at that chart. Whoa, that chart just got pumped. So that is now at 507345. Nice little pump there on Texan token. The first endowment token on the blockchain from Rags to Riches, yeah, and Crypto Heartbeat. Pulse Kittens is also up pretty good there. This is like NFT GameFi here, and this is up quadruple 02812. So NFTs can be fun. Pulse Kittens is up and away there on the old combination. Now, there's one thing that, like, you talk about JPEGs, but you must have missed the whole, I think Pulse Bezos missed the whole point at the beginning. Most of these ones that are launching on Pulsechain are launching with DeFi too. So I think you might need to, rethink your worldview on that one, because you missed out the whole intro of the live stream. So go watch that again. All right, so that's kind of cool. Most of the NFTs that we're seeing launched that are pretty good quality have all got DeFi attached to them, so which is pretty exciting. All right, what else we got there? That's pretty much the highlights there. We've got B9, which is this Papa B security token. That is up 8% at the moment. Let's have a quick look at the B9 token from Papa B. Look at that chart. That's looking pretty spectacular. Looks like the TYRH launched, doesn't it, with that one? So that's doing pretty well. 0006588. We haven't really talked much about that, but that is doing pretty well. What else there? Kira is flat. Kira is flat today. NFT space as well. That's another NFT one. Pulse Mafia. This is the one with the delegation for validating on Pulsechain. As I remember, this is pretty small liquidity and pretty low on the price. So not sure what's happening there. That's pretty much it on there. Beetroot is pretty flat. So Randy Alaski did a coverage of Beetroot, but the price didn't really pop up there. Had a chance to do it. He's got a pretty big influence, but no rise there on the Beetroot. But I think that's underpriced. I agree with Randy. This is probably underpriced for this one. We'll be watching that out as their developments come. They're cross-chain, all the privacy features, and they've got lots more in store over on Beetroot. So it's probably the quiet before the storm as well. What else? We've got Fiat is coming. So Fiat is also down 5%. So that is coming notes, but it is a nice little pullback to get an entry there. And we've got a little update on the old Fiat protocol. So let's get to that. Fiat. So Fiat put a reply into a comment that was here to Alex McFurter. Alex McFurter says, have we officially entered the pointing phases phase of the bear market? In other words, the Pulsechain price is down, Hex down, things like that, I guess. So Fiat there answered, yep, same, up many X's on their products, of course, the PH Universe. Launching main protocol on Pulsechain soon. So we're expecting the Fiat fork of Aave to launch on Pulsechain. So it's going to be pretty cool. And, of course, they're giving away a lot of free airdrops as well. I think they've got 7 more airdrops to come for the old PH or PHAX there that's coming out as well. So pretty fun. All right, so we covered that. If you want to check that out on my top 5 DeFi protocols coming very soon, then you can check out the PH universe. That is PHux, Fiat, Fatty, and of course Famous with all the PHs there. All right, so that's pretty cool. But here, launching main protocol on Pulsechain Tune. Yeah, so that's going to be fun. Fork of Aave coming to Pulsechain. That's going to be good. So that was the pretty cool stuff there. The price at the moment is pulled down. No one saw that tweet. Maybe no one saw that reply tweet that they're launching. So you saw it here first, and here we are at the moment. 38.5 cents is on the old Pulsechain, and they're about to launch pretty soon. So kind of cool. That was pretty much on that one. Now, obviously, we've got the weight token. Let's go to the weight token that's down here somewhere. Where's the weight token? So many projects now, isn't there? The weight token, that's one weight token. Let's go to token. I'll launch. Go by the, where's that one? That one? No, that one. All right, this one here. All right, so at the moment, price is down 2.6 cents. But look at that price there. Little rally into the Gold Coast team. And of course, the Coast team have got some news. So kind of cool. Let's get into it. We've got the Fiat on-ramp update. We have passed the final compliance checks with our new banking partner. A few tweaks to the UI, user interface, contract deployment, and you'll be seeing the first CST minted on Pulsechain, and apparently it's going to be this week. So that is huge. That is about as big as you get, getting one of the big utilities on the Pulsechain with a Fiat on or off ramp. Man, oh man, oh man, stablecoin. Yes, please. This is huge. This is, like I said, it's about as big as it gets, and it's a really big deal to have a direct Fiat route on ramp and off ramp to Pulsechain, as well as a Fiat-backed stablecoin CST. So big deal there. We have passed the final compliance checks with our new bank partner, a few tweaks to the UI, contract deployment, and you'll be seeing the first CST minted on Pulsechain. That is huge. That is huge. Now, Golkey's got a question here. He goes, when will you be closing your new banking partner? Soon. Just have 2 more meetings in the next 3 days. So it's positive. Looking good there. Awesome. Thanks, mate. So yeah, they did it really well finding a new partner and getting it all up and running because there was some issues with their previous one, I believe. So that's pretty bullish. We got Archipelago, who's in the chat, has got some cool stuff here as well. Easy wait by Coast there. Coast is an on custodial Fiat on and off ramp for Ethereum and Pulsechain. Locking weight offers a fees down to 1%. I believe that the rate is about 1,000 weight tokens. You get a 1% fee there, and of course it has different steps going down to that level. Higher limits, of course, you can get send a lot of dollars back and forth and instant transactions. I actually thought that they had unlimited amounts, but maybe they do have limits on there. I was pretty sure that they had unlimited amounts, but Archipelago, you can comment on that. And instant transactions available in 168 countries launching this week. Obviously, we talked about that in yesterday's video. They'll be launching in the United States, UK, Canada, and Australia first. But 150 countries have been approved, which is about 84% of the world. So pretty cool launching this week, which is very exciting. So it's a real deal. There's nothing like it. And the well said there, Archipelago. So that is kind of cool there from Coast. It really doesn't get much better than that. Yeah, that's the video I did yesterday on the top DeFi. So big shout out to Coast there for reposting that. And of course, you can check out that video here on Hex Token channel or on Superman Crypto. Pretty exciting. It's pretty exciting there. So our product is very simple. No distractions, just economic energy into Pulsechain like that. Very cool. All right. So that is the latest and greatest from Coast. So all the big stuff is starting to come, folks, from Pulsechain. And of course, the next 30 days is going to be really exciting. Really exciting. And this price here is reflecting that value of the white token. So pretty cool. That is pretty much it. If you want to find out more, I will post the Coast team Twitter account there if you want to check that out. Before we move on though, because we've got more project news, let's get into the chat there as well. Nice. All right. What did we get up to here? Genuine says, Spooky, see what happens when Superman has a day off. Yeah. That's my excuse. My excuse is I had a day off. That's it. I like that, Genuine. I like where you're heading with that. Yeah, I forgot to put my screen up. Yeah, for about, how long was that? About 5-10 minutes? Something like that. Expedition says, just got here. When Famous launched, do I have to rewind? Famous is going to be launching in August. That's the expectation for Famous, the GMX fork, margin trading, perpetuals, futures. Yep. For coming liquidity pools too, you can provide liquidity and don't have to do any margin trading. Just provide liquidity for others to do it, is what I say. Blowfish King says, I suppose we will have to wait for some liquidity pools with CST. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I think it's going to be interesting to see where they head with the liquidity pools because the liquidity is pretty small on the weight token at the moment, 10,000 that pool. It was initially a very soft upper limit, but they changed it to enhance the utility of the weight token. Okay, cool. Now, obviously, they got a new banking partner too, so maybe they have different terms in the bank agreement. Thanks for sharing my tweet, sir. You're welcome, Archipelago. Keep up the great work. You've been killing it on the old Coast updates. You get retweeted more by the Coast team than I do, so you're obviously doing a great job. And I've been talking about your tweets as well, so there we are. This is how it works, right? All right, so that's pretty cool from that team. We've also got liquid loans coming up though. Liquid loans is getting closer, yeah, boy. And of course, I covered that in my video yesterday on the top 5 DeFi's coming to Pulsechain. And of course, Fetch Oracle is getting up and running. We're gonna have our big oracles. We're getting all this key infrastructure. I cannot tell you how fundamentally important this is to Pulsechain's expansion to have the Coast Fiat on-ramp, off-ramp, and stablecoin. But now to get the Fetch Oracle up and running, to have our own Oracle dedicated to Pulsechain, get out of here. Things are just too good. And this is exactly what you want, right? Because all the DeFi projects will be using these products, right, to expand. So this is massive infrastructure for the big DeFi projects. So really, really cool. They can have Fetch Oracle there. The cool thing about that, of course, you can become a Fetch Oracle reporter as well. So it is a nice income opportunity for people to earn. So I don't know exactly what's going to be involved with that. I do know DeFi Gamma, one of the Pulsechain devs that specializes in validating, has been covering the Fetch Oracle quite a bit. So he may be a source of information too. Fetch Oracle is going to help kick off DeFi Summit on Pulsechain, and they've already got 30,000 plus validators now live, they say, plus Pulsechain comments. So that's pretty. I think they're talking about the validators on Pulsechain there. But yeah, Fetch Oracle is coming. Going to be really, really, really cool. So I think this is the rest of this update is about Boris's Pulsechain news. So that's pretty much it. But Fetch Oracle is going to kick off DeFi Summit on Pulsechain. So very, very bullish there from the Liquid Loans team. We can't wait. So we're going to get the multi-sig. Then we get the Fetch Oracle. We're going to have that up and running. And then we're going to get the Liquid Loans protocol and the Power City Earn protocol too, all based using Fetch Oracle, which is going to be exciting. Very, very cool. So that's coming up in the future. The big news, of course, is TYRH from Jacob and the BNB Pop team. They have the hours to get the first claim had closed. So let's actually refresh on this. This was 5 hours ago. So, excuse me, this would be over now. Let me, where am I going here? It's not going up. I'm just seeing if there's any new tweets in here. This is TYRH. Thank you, Richard Hart. And of course, this has been doing very well on the price chart. Let's go to the price chart and check it out because TYRH is doing pretty spectacular on the old price chart. Look at it. There we go. There's the price chart there. It's been as high as 1,200, almost 13,000, so 1.3 cents. It is currently just under a penny at the moment, 9600th of a penny at the moment. But look at that chart holding up there pretty strong is the old TYRH. And of course, it has huge burning mechanisms, right? So it keeps you stuck in there, which is kind of cool. What else are we going to say? Let's jump in here. I think there's no update. I thought there was a tweet coming out. But 5 hours ago, there was a tweet saying 4 hours left. So that's gone, which basically means if you go to the website, then the airdrops should be coming. I thought we were pretty close. Here it's saying 1 day and 23 hours left for the snapshot, but I don't know what that means. I'm pretty sure that's not correct. Could be wrong about that. Let me know in the chat if you know. Someone, I think PSI was in the chat there, letting us know about that. So we might actually scroll way back up to PSI because I'm pretty sure he had a comment on that. Let us have a look, see if PSI's got anything extra that we haven't covered there. PSI. Where's PSI? I'm sure PSI is up here somewhere. I went far too far back. We're going to scroll down to PSI. I'm turning it into a movie soundtrack. Let's see. Where are you, PSI? More calling PSI coming to PSI. PSI says announcement from TYRH, imminent burn token to complement TYRH. Okay, nice. That's going to be fun. We've got some more tokenomics coming to that. It does appear that there's 1 day and 23 hours left, although I thought it was going to be, I thought it was burning today. So I'm not sure what's happening with the burn there. PSI, I thought you had another comment down here too. Maybe I was wrong. I thought there was another comment, but I can't see it. Right, that's enough is enough. Up and to the right says Excavator, absolutely. Last beneath says Liquid Loans is going to be rocket. It's going to be absolutely moon time. Acapella says the Coast Stable peers will probably be a very good LP opportunity, especially with DEX aggregators like PortalX and Piteous. I'm not sure what the last one is there, but I agree with you. I think there's going to be a lot of synergies there. I tried to update my KYC on Coast, but it's giving an issue, says Christian. All right. Yes, you can take a day off, lol. Yeah. All right. So that's where it's at. We're expecting that airdrop sometime soon. So the chart's looking pretty good on the old TYRH. It looks like we haven't got the tweet out during the live show, but we'll probably cover that another time. And yeah, we haven't got it. We'll come back to it and see whether the tweet's out while we're here, but no, nothing new at the moment. That gets us into Hex Daily Stats. Woohoo! What day are we on again? Let's have a look here. We're on day 73, folks. 73 on the old Pulsechain. So that's pretty cool. We haven't actually looked at Velos. Let's quickly look at Velos first. Velos, we've got 32,616 Velos at the moment. 1,043,756,000,000 is currently staked at the moment, which is amazing on that numbers. So that's pretty cool. Let's jump over to, we're going to quick look at the gas prices as well. How much? 440 times cheaper than Ethereum at the moment. Unbelievable, right? 281 times cheaper than Bitcoin. We got 3 cents for a Pulsechain swap, 0.2 of a penny for a PLS transfer, and we got 0.6 of a penny for a PRC20 transfer. So super cheap is Ethereum. Pulsechain compared to Ethereum. Really is cool. Leads us into Hex Daily Stats. We've got day 1330 high off the press, 24th of July. I think that's right. We got the price at 0.009, down 4.4%. The payout on Hex on Ethereum is 6.55x per T-share. We got a dot day in the share rate, so no change. No change in the average length there. 7 years is the average mining length. 38.64% is the APY. The Hex in the pool is 208 million, and we've got about $250,000 in there as well, and 170 ETH. The T-shares have gone down 4,670, so we've got 9,906,000 T-shares on the old Hex on Ethereum side. What else we got going on here? We got 9.44% of all Hex is locked on Ethereum at the moment. Pretty modest penalties, only 392,000. So look how calm it's been on the old Ethereum chain. Very calm indeed with the penalties. It's completely changed the trend. And the liquid holders up 11, miners up 4 to 120,404. So looking pretty good on the old ETH chain. Now moving to Pulsechain. What did we say it was? Day 73 or day 72? I can't remember which one started yet, but let me have a look here. What day is it? 73. So I think it's day 72. And that is the 24th of July. 1.8 cents there, down 5%. We got the payout per T-share on the Pulsechain for Hex, 6.574. So pretty similar to eHex there. Dot day in the share rate, no change there. Slightly under 7 years for the average mining length, 38.47% for the APY rewards. Moving to the ownership, 4,953 T-shares less in the ownership pool, so down to 9,924,000. So what's that? It's really closing the gap there versus Ethereum. 9.53% of all Hex is locked on the Pulsechain, but the penalties keep on coming on Pulsechain. I really do. 1 million. It's crazy. Pulsechain's got all the volatility from the miners. So we might have more miners, but we've got more volatility, more rewards as well. I guess there's more distractions, right? More distractions on the old Pulsechain. We're up 11 liquid holders, and we're up, this is telling us we're up 456 miners. So I don't know how that number gets there. That's what it's saying. I don't know where that number comes from, but that's what it's telling us. How on earth does that happen? I don't know. We're up 123,422 miners. So that is some insane number there. But we'll see. We'll see. There's the highest stakes launched already. I don't know. So we're on day 1331 now, and I guess we're on day 73 on the old Pulsechain. So onwards and upwards. Check out hex.com. Links in the video description. You can't beat out the best of wealth product from Richard Art. And of course, look how many days in operation. 1331. OMG. This thing is ticking away. Who's going to be? I wonder who's going to be the influencers when Hex gets up to 5,555 days for that first time. I wonder who's going to be here. Will it be your son? Will it be your grandson? I don't know. Will it be something like that? Pretty crazy, right? Pretty crazy. Who will be the influencers when we get to 5,555 days? Maybe Superman, because Superman is he's not eternal, is he? But he's super strong. Super strong. All right, that's pretty much it. I think we are going to wrap up there, are we? Let's quickly check on the Twitter there for TYRH and see whether we've got that tweet. There is a tweet coming out, so you might want to follow. If you're involved in this, you definitely might want to keep track. I'll post the link in the chat there in case you want to find that out. Very, very cool. So just to recap today, We've covered the upcoming Richeez World Doodles launch, which is coming up. We've covered Pulse Souls, which has got whitelisting over at the moment, and seems to be launching in about 2 days. So that's going to be cool. I think they're going to be 2 of the top 5 probably at this stage NFT collections based on the artwork and the tokenomics. Remember, these aren't just JPEGs; there are tokenomics attached. I hope people listen to my intro. I did a nice intro today. No one listened, but that is out there. And then, of course, we've got probably 8 NFT marketplaces coming, which is huge, right? So think about it. All the ERC 721 contracts, the NFT collections and NFTs over on Ethereum got copied over to Pulsechain on the 10th of May at 10:36 UTC time. And so they're all copied over to Pulsechain. And we're looking forward to them trading in some form or another as they get price discovery as well. It's not just PRC 20s. They're going to get all the love, but it really is 721s as well. And yeah, it's going to grow the community. It's going to grow Pulsechain. It's going to have more people here. So it's going to be a cool part as well. What else are we going to say about that? We've covered the Coast team. We've covered Liquid Loans, the Fetch Oracle. We've covered TYRH. And yeah, it's been good times. Good times all around. Brendan says a cryogenic freeze super today 55555. Yeah. That's funny. That's a good place to finish the show almost. But we've got 57 minutes. Let's quickly check Richard Hart, see whether he's got any updates. And you know what? I get tripped out because Twitter's called X now rather than Twitter. Well, it's just about fully changed, not quite fully changed. But yeah, it's coming. It's coming. All right. Let's go through the charts here. Let us go through. Pulsechain at the moment is at quadruple 0.9643. Will it get down to the support, horizontal support? It broke the vertical. Broke the angle one. It is down, or the incline one there. It's down now, heading towards the horizontal, which is around about. If this is straight, and is it straight? I'm pretty sure that's straight. It's around about 9,100, about there. So will we bounce off there? Hopefully we'll get there because we got tomorrow, just over a day until the Federal Reserve. Hopefully we'll get that bounce back. We're probably going to may hit down towards this horizontal here on the Pulse X as well, 2,700. So definitely nothing to stop us doing that. And of course, the incentive token ratio may get down to 55, 53,000. It may get down here somewhere in this sort of zone at the moment, given the trend at the moment. And of course, Hex at the moment, 10 days to go to the highest of stakes. So it's coming up closer and closer. Let's see if we get a little pop up here, or whether we're going to go right through it and maybe have a ride up. The price rides up on the other side. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. And of course, EHEX is also at was 8,700 for a penny. Hex, funny, Hex on the Ethereum chain is actually worth more than the same Hex, but on the Pulse chain. And of course, it's got small liquidity, but at the moment it's at 9/10 of a penny, which is kind of cool. The combined price, look at that. That's the combined price. We're getting Hex token channel pump. Look at that for the old Hex. 2.737 cents there. This is on InvestX, which looks amazing. InvestX.io just keeps upgrading their site and adding more features, more goodness to it. It does look pretty nice now. Hey, look, they've put this in here now, trending, and the biggest gainers have added that in today. I think that's pretty much added today. I think I saw a tweet on that. That is added in. Looking pretty good. Look at that. Woo! So really beautiful site is the old InvestX. If you haven't checked it out, I did a video with the founder of InvestX. Definitely check it out. I think it's the best workstation on Pulsechain. So definitely well checking you out on that one. QQ's in house, hey, good to see you, QQ. Very, very nice. And Brendan, lots of kisses for Super, says Wookie. Wookie is crazy. Wookie is crazy. Although Wookie saved the day today. So Wookie is the hero of the day. Well done, Wookie. You're the hero of the day today. You legend. You legend. And Christian says, I use it and I like it a lot, says Christian. Yeah, nice one. All right. Yeah, check out InvestX. That is the one there. And I've done a video about a week ago with the founder, who was a very nice chap. So you can watch that. There's so many features to it. It's crazy. You'd have to spend a whole 2-hour session on this, just to go through the features. So pretty cool. I think that's it. That's it where we finished. I think so. We'll give it one more try for the old TYRH, see if the tweets come out. Apart from that, I think we're pretty much done for today. That is our update. And of course, yeah, not bad, eh? Not bad. Let us leave the price on the old Pulse chain. That is Pulsechain today. That is the price chart. And of course, means dollar cost averaging. I saw a couple of influencers on Twitter saying that they picked up some more Pulse and Pulsex. So smart people, they pick it up when the market is red, and that's a good time, right? You get more volume for the same price. Lies Vanessa says Wookie for president. Yeah. Wookie for president, at least for a day, right, Wookie? Even Wookie says yes. I don't know if you want the responsibility, Wookie. Do you want the responsibility? Check My Pulse is in the house there. What's up, y'all? Good to see Check My Pulse. Have to catch the replay 100% on that. We're about to wrap up an hour and 1 minute. So I think we're going to finish there because we've covered all the news on Pulsechain. We've covered NFTs and DeFi all in one session. How about that? Not bad. I will be doing, I'm switching between DeFi and NFTs. Have you guys been noticing? You guys been noticing that? Yeah, we've been mixing it up here on the old Hex Token channel because we don't want to miss out on everything. We want to cover everything on this channel. We don't want to miss out on it. Why we would miss out? We're not going to miss out. We're going to enjoy it all. Some of you have been able to, because we're covering it every day, you've been able to pick up NFTs early, getting a good value on NFTs. People are very happy on that. And of course, then coming out with DeFi on NFTs, that's just like golden ticket, right? And then, of course, what else we're talking about? All the DeFis being able to get in early on all the projects. If you've been watching Hex Token, you've been able to get some pretty mad gains on most of those. I certainly know people like Christian that are pretty happy, doing a pretty good job there too. Learning lots, right? Learning lots as well. All right, so let's play out a little video on the way out. Hope you guys enjoy it. Heist of Stakes, 10 days away. 10 days away, 4th of August is going to be streaming for the premiere in Miami, sunny in Miami with Humberto. Humberto will probably be there watching the movie with the popcorn. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. I'm just trying to find my video now. Here we go. Take care, everybody. Peace out. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, hit the bell. Hex Token channel, Superman Crypto. And, of course, I will catch you guys next time, same time tomorrow. And I will see you then. Take care, everybody. Bye for now. Woohoo! Rock on.
Is Richard Hart.
Genius.
Legendary.
Arrogant, bit of a narcissist.
The benevolent king.
$250,000. Hate me. I'm farther than you'll ever be in your whole life. Whatever the governments have been doing, it's not worked out. You've never had worse interest rates. Your money has never been worth less. And the only thing that's making it better is cryptocurrency.
Crypto is money without governments, and it is money without banks.
You're not going to meet another product like this as long as you live. Yes, every scammer in the world is going to tell you something similar.
Good morning, everyone. Are you ready to look for some fraud this morning?
They are promising 40% annual return.
Everything I have worked for is staked in Hex.
Good.
I put it all in.
All what?
All over house money.
No, I don't think that it's a scam. Because I trust Richard Hart.
If ultimately this is all a big performance art project, people are gonna get fucked.
So that means I should trust you.
Listen, I think you should trust me, but if you get into the habit of trusting people like me, you get the crap scammed out of you.